1 in 5 people live with cavity and they don't even know that it's a bad thing that you shouldn't live with. So for us, these are the 3 big problems we wanted to solve. Okay, and then the next step is defining your job to be done as a business, as a brand, right? You need to be very clear, what job am I solving for? We need a community. What problem exactly am I solving, and how am I going to solve it? So first is the behavior you are going to change, right? So in Nigerians, we have a interesting habit of not fixing something until it's broken. So we have a very poor maintenance habit. And usually that's how we live, that's our way of life, right? So for us, that's a behavior we want to change, right? And then the new belief is, with proper care, I can keep my teeth for life. Like I said earlier, we believe that one of the signs of old age is missing your teeth falling off. So for us, that's a belief we want to change. So our new belief is, with proper care, I can be 80 and have my entire 32 teeth. Okay, so it's possible. So cultural insight is, when children start losing their milk teeth, we start to make jest of them. Some of us, we have to throw the food so that it doesn't, all of those things we used to do and make jest of kids that have listen to it, right? But in reality, even among adults, half of every adult has at least missing 1 tooth, right? But nobody talks about them, nobody makes jest of them, right? So we wanted to bring it in a communal way, right? That for kids, it's okay for them to have missing tooth for their milk teeth, right? But for adults, once your teeth lose, that's it, it's gone. You can't get them back. It's not okay for adults to have gap teeth. For kids, it's fine. Okay, so that was the cultural insight, and of course, for local relevance is, try to spur emotions with the song. So what's the big idea? A campaign leveraging children innocence to highlight the reality of dental care in Nigeria by turning a cultural norm about losing teeth into a call to action. Colgate reminds adults to prioritize oral health and confidently preserve their smile. Okay? In short, you can live to 80 years old and have all your 32 teeth. Okay? That's the message we are passing. Can you play this with sound, please?
If you got me, I said, well, not too late. Make me come. Time don't reach to rearrange this house to give you a small wisdom. Suck my teeth right now, but I beg don't be so. The phone I go talk say, our son no reach. Maybe not think I'm try so. We sabi smile well, but we dey cover mouth. So we no dey here to the point with our small finger. We show una solution instead.
Ever heard of Colgate, the most chosen brand in the world?
On a smile will find our future as it's supposed to be. You can see why we are the coolest around. For zero cavity and long-lasting red bread. Mom, you can come to brush. Mama and Papa buy out, use out, and shine your smile. More cover mouth.
So that was the end result. I'm sure most of you have already seen it. I'll be surprised if there's one person here that has not seen it. So the big question is, how do you know you have a big idea? Right? As marketers, how do you know this is it? Right? So at the center of it all is a great gut feel, right? As marketers, one thing I always tell young marketers is you need to it's going to resonate with everybody. So you need to train yourself to trust community, right? So having a great gut feel is at the core of it. But what else do you need to have a really big idea? So it needs to build your brand benefits, right? So it's not just about the gadgets from the kids. You could tell that all the benefits, zero cavity, fresh bread, were clearly communicated in ad, and consumers attributes that access to Colgate, and what Colgate does is gives zero cavity and fresh breath. Okay, so that's the first thing. Secondly, is you need to use iconic assets. So for me, my iconic asset is the Colgate. You will see the entire look and feel of the ad is red. Okay, so it's on using my iconic assets. You need to inspire holistic creativity, right? And I'm going to share how we really brought this execution to life across the different channels and touch points later on. It needs to catch attention. If I may ask a question, what really caught your attention about this particular ad? What's that thing? Oh,
The open teeth. The open teeth.
the gaps is right. I mean, what kind of things brand place an advert with no teeth, right? So that's caught everybody's attention. If I ask, what do you remember about this ad? They'll say, the girl with the gap teeth. So that's the attention catcher. So every ad needs to have an element that catches attention. Okay. So that's why it needs to be simple and connect emotionally, right? At the end of the day, we are humans and we respond to emotional connection, right? That's why we fall in love. Right? So how you know that big idea, if it needs to have at least 5 out of the 6 this elements that we just talked about. If you have 5, you're good. It means they are set to do great. So how do we bring this to life? The popular consumer funnel. So we have the awareness level where we have the full CVC, digital, radio. We have the consideration funnel where we have the digital and the out of homes. The conversion where we have the line activations, and loyalty is having quality products. So on TV and radio, yes, first position in break, we deploy squeeze back, so we're on all EPL in this concluded season. So we're on TV across national cables, regional TVs. We delivered about 5,200 GRPs within 12 months, so we're quite heavy on TV and on radio as well. Okay, so the next one, Big Brother Nigeria. So the first ever time we participated in Big Brother Nigeria was last year, where Colgate was one of the category sponsors. So what we did was, first is ad execution. So it's one of the biggest inventory in Nigeria today. So you put your ad there. Second is digital exposure. There were a lot of, but the most important thing we did was the brand integration and the brand tax execution. Right, so you would see the local game, you would see the shirts. So means that no matter what activity they are doing, you always see an element of Colgate across the Big Brother Nigeria, right? And the last thing is what really resonated with a lot of consumers was the tax. So we had the Colgate tax, and this Big Brother engagement was a big one of the things that really worked for the execution and ensuring that even we spread the younger smile to a broader audience. Okay, then of course we were very big on digital, so I am a big believer in influencer marketing. So we leveraged a couple of influencers to really drive the information with consumers, right? So awareness we get with the digital, with the TV and the digital, and they are above the line. But consideration, influencers come in place. We trust our influencers. Most of us, if a kitty tells us to buy Colgate, you probably want to buy Colgate because why? It's key, right? How many of us use this Rihanna's products, right? I have seen a lot of people tell me, Fenty is expensive, but I'm buying it with Rihanna, right? That's how our influence. Okay. So then, of course, we pushed it across our own digital platforms as well. Okay. From a visibility point of view, we have 100 static and digital billboards across the country.